a temporary emotion can turn into a permanent outcome. Yes. One simple emotion can flash and now you're sitting in jail for something that you did, or somebody laid down or whatever off of emotion that could have been thought about real quick. And Bounceback, you got a moment. When they see you down, just know they love it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bounceback podcast. I'm your host, B. Luke. I got a special guest with me today. Why don't you introduce yourself, tell the people where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
Pack Money, Dorchester, Boston. I'm a musician. I would like to say influencer, content creator.
All right, tell me a little bit about what it was like growing up in Dorchester. What's that like? I'm a Cambridge kid. Talk to me.
Dorchester it's like any other place. It's circumstantial. Man, everything's about circumstances, how you grew up, but I'm not gonna sit here and like I had a hard-ass life. My mom took care of us.
That's what's up.
Single parent, they don't want for shit. You know the dynamic of a single parent household. Ain't no father there, so you step outside and think you the man, so you end up getting into all you get misguided, misled. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up in the bullshit, and then
same with me, not having my dad around till a little bit later. It was like I looked up to like the other dudes I was around, which was like older dudes in the neighborhood, into, illegal things, and that's kind of what got me down that path. But let's get a little bit more into you, man. How was like school and everything in Boston? Did you go like to elementary, middle?
Yeah, I went to
how does that go? And then high school?
I went to the Harlan Elementary School.
Okay.
I went to the Harlan. I went to the Marshall. I went to the Taylor. Those for that's elementary school. Then I went to the Harbor Middle School. That's my spot. That's where you in the junior high school, shit started to get lit. You start to like girls and you start to be in peer pressure.
Yeah,
social approval.
Yeah, that's about the time I started
fashion
smoking
show.
weed. Everybody was doing that.
Yeah.
Some people started getting into trouble. Now, how were you in school as a student? Did you get good grades?
I got great grades, bro. My thing was just being a knucklehead, man. Getting in trouble, we got expelled from there because over some corny shit. Just being a knucklehead, bro. But as far as grade-wise, I'm very intelligent.
Yeah. When you apply yourself, I was kind of the same. I did well with the grades, but I was like fighting and stuff like that.
That part. Some
people, skipping. I was more just like, and the guidance counselors would be like, man, you're so smart. Like, why do you? They don't normally associate people who are intelligent with that kind of behavior that I was displaying.
Right.
You said yourself that you were getting into fights. What kind of things was going on over there that you were fighting about?
Somebody stole something from my man's backpack. Shit, we ended up getting on with these kids and shit, got expelled.
That's what it was.
But before that, though, we was coming to school high, chasing females around, just being young. Cause like I said, when you don't really got no strong man figure like directing you, so everything around you, just saying. So I didn't know no better, bro. I was young, trying to be cool, peer pressure, and then as time go by, that's when you start to self-reflect and be like, nigga, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. And then for some people, it's too late when they get into that.
You feel me?
I remember being just like entrenched. I was hustling, all that, and even I'm just having this epiphanies like, what am I really doing?
Right.
But now I'm already kind of entrenched in it. Now I got bills. I'm living. I got rent. All this stuff. So it's like I gotta kind of keep going, even though I knew what I was doing was wrong, and then it all kind of came to a head.
See, my thing, bro, it was I had two uncles, and one of my uncles on my father's side, he was in the streets. And I had another uncle on my mom's side that was like 9 to 5, doing everything right. He was doing everything right. And this uncle would come get me on the weekends and all that. And then, he's like, I look at him as a father figure. Nice. Love him to this day. Shout out my Uncle Gus. And shout out my Uncle Nap too. Uncle Nap, he taught me other things. Like Uncle Nap was the dude that come around with the jewelry. He got the bitches. And it intrigued me. I'm like, damn, this nigga's late. The bitches love him. Everybody want to be around this nigga. Yeah. And I love Unc right here, but his life wasn't exciting for me to and I'm like, leaning towards this shit. So
I mean, even just look at the movies. Balancing. They don't make much movies about your regular, hard working 9 to 5 guy. They're making the movies about the criminal.
The ignorant shit, bro.
Yeah.
Ignorant shit. They want to, captivate these young boys. Yo, it's not. We talk about this shit all the time. Like, this shit is not by accident, bro. The reason why these little niggas is making drill music and these labels are signing them, saying motherfuckers getting signed, getting killed. Now they want to, what they doing now when they sign an artist, they putting a will on them or some shit like that.
Some sort of life insurance
on them. Yeah, so it's like, the game's fucked up. They know motherfuckers is dying back. So it's like.
Right, and it's almost, they're probably more encouraging it because they seen how big it was after Pac and Big, right? They, especially Pac, I mean, he's had catalogs forever, and it just, for some reason, post-mortem, people blow up. Pop Smoke, his stuff started going up and all that stuff too. So, yeah, so high school, did you end up finishing high school? Did you graduate?
I didn't graduate. I got my GED in jail.
So what kind of led up to that? Like, did you just get kicked out, or?
I was still in school. I was going to community academy at the time. It was like an alternative school. I mean, I called a case, ended up having to do time on that case and all that. So I'm like, fuck. Pretty much indirectly dropped out.
Right, got you.
Indirectly, not
forced to, right?
Yeah, forced to drop out. So when I was in a joint, I would call home. My mom was like, "Yo, find a way to try to get some education while you in there, while you got downtime." So as soon as I got in that motherfucker, I found the GED program. Got the GED program. And like I said, I was already smart. Got it easy.
I bet.
Was helping other older dudes get theirs. So like, I got that, but I wish I would have got my high school diploma. I mean,
it is what it is.
But
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
It's just as good. They call it the equivalent.
Right.
But life happens, and there's really no excuse not to at least, if you do one thing, like get the GED, it's something to do, like a goal to build confidence. You set your mind to something and you do and you accomplish it, and that could be the start of who knows what. And I think that's very important. And that's dope that you were helping people too, because when I was in Concord, I was actually tutoring GED students. So when I was in DY, I ended up going there at like 17. I had graduated by the time I got committed. So I didn't have to go to school. When I went to Rosendale, they put me in the kitchen for a little bit. So I was pretty much chill. I was chilling with the staff, playing chess during the day, all that. Pretty much fair to say. Like, I just had the clout just off of having the diploma. You got kids in there that were like 13, 14, and you should really, I don't know, education's important. It's the structure of everything. It kind of prepares you for life, in the social aspect of it, and how to just get along socially with people without having to, resort to maybe violence. You got to learn how to maneuver in the world, not just the streets.
I'm gonna bring this up. Like, we was at a restaurant. I was with my son. I'm on house arrest, by the way. Well, ankle monitor. Okay. That's in over there. And I just would before this happened, I brought my son to Fridays, but 2 days before that, I went to court. And they indicted the case I had. They had to switch the bail over. So how they had to go. They got to do the bail go with the district to the superior. You know how this shit goes. So they was trying to nah, we're gonna try to up the bail or whatever, try to do extra.
You were already out on bail.
I was already out on bail.
So these are the type of games they play. Like, you already make bail.
And I'm not doing it. I'm taking care of my son.
You went to court and they're trying to tell you that.
Right. And I work, bro.
When you voluntarily went in.
Right. And like I said, I work. I've been working for over a year.
Okay.
I'm on papers. I got custody of my son. I'm a single father. So it's like, you motherfuckers is trying to fuck my whole situation up.
Right.
Saying? Yeah. For these motherfuckers, and they know that they telling on me, y'all need to stop going to court, because it's just crazy. Damn. But, I hope they watch this. I hope they see this some kind of way. You know what you're doing ain't right. My son we was at Fridays, right? And him and his homeboy was talking and shit. And your pops, your son look at you like the hero. So he's like, yo, pops. He's like, if the dude right there come over here and call you the B word, what you gonna do? I said, who this nigga? I'm like, what you want me to do? He's like, I know you gonna go down. I'm like, nothing. I'm gonna tell him, like, yo, bro, I don't know you. Can you please go your way? I go my way.
Right.
I don't know what's your problem, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. He's like, damn, Dad, that's all you gonna do?
Right.
I say, so if I do something to him, I'm gonna lose you. I'm going to jail. So I gotta calculate my thoughts. I gotta let him be the aggressor first. So if I do something to this nigga, he know I warned you, and that's the result of that. But I wanna show my son that a temporary emotion can turn into a permanent outcome. Yes. One simple emotion can flash, and now you sitting in jail for something that you did, or somebody laid down or whatever, off of emotion that could have been thought about real quick and
gone. Yeah, and sometimes you sitting in the cell and it's like you really sitting there, not even like, oh, I did the right thing. You kind of like, damn, I'm over that. Whatever that disrespect was, whatever it was, like you get over it quickly. Right. But
like in jail, the dynamic is different. You can't just let a nigga call you a bitch because you're around a company of different niggas. Somebody see you do that, it's like, oh, he's a bitch. So we don't.
Yeah.
So the circumstances are different in there.
Right.
But like as you trying to reform and get older and you on the street, you like, what, nigga? We give words power.
Right.
We like nigga. That's like a nigga called me a nigga. Like, of course a nigga might get offended by it, but it's like, am I going to clap this nigga over that shit? Like, is it like, nah, bro, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and
feel how you feel.
That comes with age and maturity and just really going through it. Like, you got to go through it to get through it. And some of us got to, like I always say, man, I learned by messing up. Like I gotta even in life, I gotta fuck up a couple times to kind of get it. You know, even doing a podcast, there was one time I didn't get like an audio, one other time I didn't get the video, but it was like, I never made those mistakes again after that. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't make the same mistakes. Life's about messing up, but if you learning from it, then that's a gain.
Right.
You know what I'm
But you
saying?
know what that was for you? I feel like that was the devil fucking with you. To make you stop, to make you quit, to make you get mad and be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
And you overcame that.
There's always 1,000 reasons. There's infinite reasons why not to do something, and people will thrive off that and kind of feed off of that. Whereas like sometimes, man, I'm just looking for the one reason to do it. Whereas everybody got a million reasons not to do something. I just need the one to do it. You know what I mean?
Trust me, I know what you mean, bro.
So tell me about my bad. Tell me a little bit about like DYS. Like you said you got your GED in there.
I got my GED in not DYS.
Oh, it wasn't DYS.
Yeah, that was at South Bay. I got my GED.
Oh yeah, because you said you
was like 17.
Yeah, so all right, talk to me
17.
about that. You're 17 years old. You get locked up at South Bay. How was that?
My first bid, it didn't do enough to me because I ended up going back. You get around people and you're like, you feel like you can deal with this. You're like, this is what it is. I thought it was like whatever.
It's all kind of new, so it's like almost like a journey too. I feel like with the times when you go back, it's like, oh, you already know what it is. Like,
and this might sound stupid as shit what I'm about to say, bro. Like, but when I was like 12, 11, most of my family was going in and out of jail. So I thought that was regular.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
Rite of passage.
Sooner or later, I'm going to. So I was like already like, nigga, that's going to happen anyway.
Right.
It was like a regular thing, and that's fucked up.
It is,
To have a mentality like that. Like, when is my turn? I'm next.
Right.
So.
Reminds me of Goodfellas when he comes home. Hey, you popped your cherry. Like, this is just, this is what everybody does.
If you go to jail, bro, you know how it is. Like, motherfuckers you could run up on a nigga like, where you from, nigga? Da-da-da. He'd be like, nowhere. And he's a nobody because he's not from nowhere.
Right.
So the dynamic of jail, the dynamic is just like, low vibration. Respectfully, like, then you got motherfuckers walking around. Yo, you see, it sound like you see a nigga walking in the hall. Yo, what up, bro? Blah, blah, blah. I'm chilling, man. Just a little 2 years. 2 years ain't like, bro. Right. Your mom could die in that 2 years. Something could happen, like, so people think it's a badge of honor with this shit, and like, it's not.
No.
This shit is niggas' homes is fucked up because their fathers is gone. You know, friends is trying to fuck their man's girl while she in there. We know all these are things that really happen.
All the time.
You see, so motherfuckers be thinking like, nah, better late than never. Because I'm on the path right now. I got open cases and shit, but I'm on the path, but fuck, they can have that.
And it's easy to have, when you have open cases, it's easy to just have that effort mentality, but you still are kind of already like, this ain't really it. But it's like, you got to do what you got to do as a man, and whatever happens. And we're going to take it there, and we're going to do what we have to do. But until then, it's the waiting game, bro. So
right. And you know how miserable uncertainty can make you? It makes you miserable because you don't know your future.
It's harder to stay positive in that type of situation.
Motherfucker be like, yo, you should do the ATM, you should do CDL classes, you should do this. You like, I can't do it because I got a trial coming up or something. Right. So what if I get into that and then that? So I was like,
and then you get out and now it's like maybe you got like a student loan or something. Now that's messed up. Now you can't get another one because you owing from before or whatever it may be, bro.
And people don't get that. They just think like, oh, you can
you could lose everything in 90 days. That part. You know, you could lose a lot in 30 days. You know, but like 90 days, all of it.
That's a snap of
gone, bro. Like your house, apartment, whatever it is, your girl,
all that,
everything. And then never mind if you're a provider, you got people who depend on you.
That part.
You know, you got a family, you might have kids or whatever like that. So now, you're not just affecting yourself, you affect other people, bro. And you gotta realize that a lot of times you out there thugging and thinking it's cool and all that. It's like, man, it's deeper than you. You affecting more than yourself. You're dragging your parents through the mud. You're gonna put your kids through it. And yeah, I get it. We all make mistakes. You know what I mean? But it's all about now. If we trying to know what we know now, and let's move forward with a growth mindset.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
it's a fact, bro.
So how much time did they hit you with in the Bay? You said 2 years.
Yeah, that was for the blick.
So that's kind of 2 years, a little bit of, that's a longer bid for county. You know what I mean? Right. I'm sure 2 years, how many times have you seen people in and out, the same people?
I see niggas go leave, get killed. I see motherfuckers leave, come back a month.
Come back with a crazy case.
Worst case, I see niggas get out and come back with a smack. You like, damn, bro.
Right. And they had this big, plan for when
and I say this on the camera, man, like, that street shit, my nigga, like, they can glorify that shit, they can glamorize that shit. that shit is detrimental to you. It's not gonna get you nowhere fast, my nigga. And like, it's your human right to make a mistake. And this for the young boys. It's your human right. You gonna make mistakes. That happens. But don't keep on making the same fucking mistakes. Challenge the shit that they telling you. When them old heads telling you that shit, challenge it. Just like religion. Somebody tell you some shit, challenge that shit. Like, if it don't make sense to you, like, man, this don't even make no sense to me. Why am I keep doing this? This nigga's my older man. I'm following this nigga. He keep in and out of jail. This nigga smoke dope. I ain't even know this nigga sniff dope. So you know what I'm saying? You figuring out, you like, you following a nigga blindly in the blind. So you like, and it takes them days when you're in jail, right? And you're sitting back and you get that you self-reflect and you get that, you know what the best thing is? I learned this from a Bruce Lee book. Self-discovery. It's discovering your true self, your inner self. Starting from, because it starts from inside, they come outside, not outside and inside. And a lot of people, they substitute their self-worth with materials, with people. They need validation from outside of themselves.
Right, and it's really not anything that you need to add to yourself. It's really about dropping the BS.
That part.
You're like, I don't know, not everybody's religious, but God, like you were made a certain way. Right, and everything that you could need, you have in you. It's all the BS that you added that you need to chip away. You're like a sculpture, just chip away the BS. You know, give up the gambling, the drug, whatever it may be. Maybe it's women or something.
It's like it's
that,
not what you have. It's like what can you go without?
Right, and that's really where you find yourself. That, like you said, that self-discovery, that journey. Because it took me looking to be like sitting in prison to be like, who am I? What do I even like to do other than like this bullshit, this street stuff, this selling drugs and smoking weed and drinking every day? Like, what do I really like to do? And I had to think about before that, I was at the park, I was playing ball, we playing relief. I like to move, I like to be active. And that's what got me back into like falling in love with myself and fitness and all of that. And even as corny as it sounds, sometimes it's like, man, I like to learn. Like
that part.
Like you did well in school, so obviously, you know.
I love to learn.
Right.
How about that?
But we don't, you know, especially at that critical age, that's not cool. Yeah, you know what I mean? Or it's perceived as not cool.
Because think about it.
It's cool as hell. If a little kid tells me, well, a high school kid tells me they're doing this class prep, yo, that's dope, that's amazing. You know what I mean? But like amongst their peers, it's almost like cooler to be like that bad kid, kid that's getting in trouble.
And that's just like,
and it's just kind of shows where we at.
Even with you, I don't want to even say, we don't got to see each other's age and all that shit, but I'm going to assume you in your 30s.
Yeah.
So when you was 14, I'm pretty much sure you had a borrowed perception on life. And when I say that, I mean like your older heads, you looked at validation from somebody else. Like, I got to do it like this because that's my man. So he's not going to think it's I'm a real nigga if I don't do it like this. Or so your perception of life is like adopted by somebody else's. It's not even your perception. And once you find that, be like, this nigga's a washed up ass clown. This nigga don't take care of his kids. This nigga, and you come back to be like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not even like that. I love my kids. I want to take care of my kids. I don't like stealing. This nigga's a thief. I don't like niggas that like. So you learn yourself and be like, nigga, that's not even me no more. I'm good. I don't want to go down that path no more. I was bugged out. But us being who we are, we so stuck like the prison system in the streets. You stuck in it, so you still got them little tweaks that can bring you like, hold on, nigga, I'm trying to be spiritual. Don't think that can't get on that bullshit. Cause you know what I mean? Like niggas that think like, he's chilling. And they think like, nah, I don't think we chilling.
Don't get it twisted. And just because I say that, like this is how I want to behave, like it's still, like you said, emotions. I still might not, bro. Like I could sit here and be like, yeah, I'll let someone call me a bitch. This, like, yeah, I could say that sitting here comfortable. It's not happening, but in the moment, just because I say that, I mean, I might not. That's on. I mean, I guess
it depends on the mood.
That's on you to take that risk. I hope I don't.
Right.
But I can't promise that.
That part.
And then there's the next guy who for sure is not letting that slide. Right. No matter what. And so it's like you just got to be careful on how you just carry yourself as a gentleman.
Yeah, I feel like it's like I said, everything is circumstantial. I really believe that. Like there's a motherfucker that's living with a girl right now. Just because he ain't got nowhere to go. He don't even want to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He don't even like the bitch for real. He's like, nigga, I gotta need a place to stay. So I feel like everything is circumstantial. So you just gotta do what you gotta do. But like you said, man, like I can't promise that. I don't want to do you like that, but
I can say
you keep fucking with me, then you gonna give me another case, nigga. You say so.
I'm not gonna have you talk about, obviously you got open cases and all that stuff. So you know.
You can Google this shit. My name is Shaquem Warner. They can Google that shit.
Yeah. So if you're interested,
I ain't gonna speak on it.
We're not into like self-incriminating.
Yeah, we ain't gonna speak on that.
Anything like that, man. But
and it's all alleged. I ain't really do shit.
So you said you went you did get that 2 years in the Bay You said that was a gun charge?
Yeah.
So was that something you went to trial with? Is that a plea deal? How's that working?
Let's talk about that. Let me tell you. I didn't know nobody. I pled out. Got locked up. After that again, pled out.
Same
situation, kind of same situation, but drugs and shit. So they went in the crib and all that shit. And that case is over with. So like, but the third case, bro, I ran into this Muslim dude, and I don't know if niggas know. But some people don't like him. I'm gonna shout him out. Ishmael, it's my dog. I ran into him and shit, and the nigga just had like an aura that was powerful, and like when he talked, I listened. He pretty much like opened my eyes to like the bullshit around me. He's like, this shit's for clowns, bro. These niggas in here, look at these niggas. I was locked up with him. He was just like, look at these niggas. You stuck with these niggas on the street, you would never chill with them. But you got these niggas around you. So I learned too, like, cause I never had a job till this time I came home. Like I wasn't working, so I had to learn to like be around people. I had to learn how to respect the company around me. It's all about energy, bro. Say like you went to work, right? And then a chick named Jessica will say, she be like, yo, you be like, what up, Jessica? How you doing, baby? She be like, what? I'm like, hi. And then this is energy. That's why I said energy. You might be like, yo, damn, Jessica, what I do to you? Shouldn't you say what I did to you? You take her energy. So instead of saying I, you should be like, yo, I don't know what you got going on, but I hope you have a better day. So we gotta learn these little tricks to like keep us, cause like, you know, when you're in jail, it's anxious, it's different. So those shit, that should come with you. Cause when you be around a whole bunch of people, you still get like anxious sometimes. You be like, damn, too many people.
Or sometimes I feel like I come off maybe a little kind of aggressive sometimes when I don't mean to.
Right.
Just have it's just like that self-defense mechanism almost in jail to I don't know. It's just
I get it.
I catch myself sometimes like, oh man, that definitely came off.
You gotta know when to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah.
And so dealing with this type of shit, like jobs and shit, like now that I've been working like over a year, bro. I don't want to go back to not having a job. Cause it's like I get it now. Right. You gotta be on paper. I get it. You gotta be on whatever you do. I don't give a fuck what you do on the side, whatever the niggas do, but just be on some paper.
And it's good have when a paper you get trail. That tax check.
Oh, I'm about to go. I'm waiting for them taxes.
Right. And you say you got kids or you have a kid?
Yeah. So you already know that's my and he's mine. So
talk to me about that. Like when you were locked up.
Oh, that's what I was about to get into.
Was your father, man? Or was there any guilt associated with that?
I
don't have kids, so I don't know.
What happened was, the two cases I caught, I ended up copping out to them shit. Did this time for them. And like I was talking to different motherfuckers, and they was like, yo, bro, stop copping out. That shit could be fightable, bro. Like, that's why niggas always go up the road to get rooted down, because they don't want to fight, and they're ignorant. So
well, they scare you, too, with the amount of time that they try to, you know what I mean?
Right,
say you're facing. So it's all
but that's why knowledge is important.
Exactly.
Knowledge is important, bro. Educate yourself on your rights and your laws. I caught another case. They found whatever they found, and I beat that case. When the court beat it.
At trial.
How
was that? Like you sitting there, were you confident going into it, or was
Absolutely
it like,
not.
okay, like
I could have shitted on myself, nigga. My stomach had the bubble guts. I'm like, I mean,
right? No, that's
you know
real
how
though.
you
We
did?
keeping it real, yeah.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, my fanny there. I'm like, this is it. But they was ready to go to war with me, whether it went that way or this way. So either way it went, I beat that, bro.
Now they're deliberating, man. You in your head, or what's going on? Like you must be thinking. Obviously, worst cases. However much time was this in district court?
No, this was Superior.
Superior. So that's even obviously the difference in time.
And it was
a lot more.
Woburn Superior.
Okay,
you heard about that. You know
I
how
was sentenced out of Woburn.
Yeah, so you know.
My brother got a second degree out of there.
You know how they do. They get so in Woburn. He'll tell you I beat a case in Woburn. Ain't that some shit? I get out. I go back to being a knucklehead doing the same exact shit I was doing. I caught up again in Woburn Superior.
Again.
Went to trial. I beat that shit again.
So at this point,
this nigga
like
tell you,
Gotti, bro.
And I'm humble about it, bro. I ain't really too religious, but I believe in a higher power. You know, I believe in like a force of nature that's just unexplainable, beyond human reasoning. I just didn't understand it.
That's what I was. Everything
but
happens
I beat
for a reason. When we're not ill enough to comprehend that.
Right.
Reason.
I don't know why,
deeper
but
than our selfish needs.
Because we want answers for shit that we can't get answers for, and I can't even give you an answer for that, gang. By the grace of the universe.
Now, were you a little bit more confident because you had already beaten a case at trial to take it to the second one to trial?
Yeah.
Now you kind of
and I was more educated too. My lawyer's super cool. Like that's my dog. Like that's my boy now. So I could call him. We talk about basketball, all type of shit. And he's a fighter, bro. Got to say he's a fighter, bro. Like the nigga, you know that last argument, he got on his knees like, yo, I'm I wish I had a recorder to record this motherfucker. I'm like, this nigga's different.
That's what it takes. Like, I only went to trial as a juvenile, but like to have somebody that like
he cared, bro. He cared, and not for nothing. He got a $15,000 ticket.
I was gonna say this is a paid lawyer.
Of course, yeah, he got a little ticket, but he fought, like became cool. So he was like, damn, that's why it's fucked up. Jobs is crazy because you get your feelings get involved. You like, because he know I was a good dude, bro. He come around when I beat the trial, bought him the first time. Beat the trial, bought him to get some food and all that shit. So yeah, so we beat the second trial, bro, and
So now you sitting here, okay, you just beat that. You got any open probation, anything like that? Do you have any other open cases, or now you just free?
I just beat that. That was, he ain't got the bail money back. Went to go get this.
So how long in between that until now? Catch me up to where you at now.
I was chilling for a while.
Okay, no other cases besides this one you have now?
Nah, I got 2 open cases right now.
And this is, you was, at this point you started working or no at that point?
No, I wasn't working.
Okay, you still haven't
100 miles an hour doing some other shit.
So talk to me about when you finally end up getting work and why.
Once I beat that shit and all that, did I work then? No, I didn't work then.
Like, why all of a sudden now? Like,
I was trapping and shit. And like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We talk shit about fiends, but once you get a little bit of money, man, you could turn into an addict too. You don't know when to stop.
You get addicted to the lifestyle.
And then they had cops watching me. Allegedly, they saying they was watching me and shit, whatever. But yeah, you get addicted to that shit, bro. But what made me work this time is my child's mother. She did some super sucker shit. Like, I had my son, and my son's a daddy's boy. I had him for a while. I sent him to school. His mom went up there with the police and never took my son, because she really had custody of him, but she was fucking up, so I had him for a while. So I was like, I didn't think she would even do that. She went up there and took him. So for a while, for like a year and some change, I didn't see my boy. I didn't see my son. So it made me just change the dynamic of my thoughts. I'm like,
you think it looked better in front of a judge when you trying to get custody or visitation to have that job? Was that part of why you?
That too.
You know?
Having a job, and then I ain't gonna keep it. I'll keep it that way with you. I was popping Percocets 100 miles an hour, smoking weed, drinking.
Did that become a problem, the perks? Because them shit's super addictive.
Yeah, it was a problem, bro. You gonna say it, but I was like, it was heavy.
Well, we gotta keep it real here, because these, like you said, they rapping about stuff like this. They trying to glorify it. Like, this not cool, bro.
That
like,
shit. Is
what happened
cool,
when you?
Bro.
Did you get sick?
Yo, one day I was so fucked up on perks. I was nodding off in the car, and the horn was beeping.
You was driving?
No, I wasn't driving. I was parked in front of my mom's crib. Because my head's doing the horn. So, and it was like, I don't know how long, bro. It had to be for a while. My mom finally came out like, what the fuck is you doing? They like, wake up, got me out the car. I'm like, oh shit.
And like the horn didn't even wake you up.
That's when I realized I'm fiend out. Cause you know, growing up, nigga, fiends was like, bottom, it was like, I ain't no crackhead. I ain't shoot. That wasn't what we supposed to do. So, I know, but, so for my son, I stopped taking Percocets. He'll tell you, I ain't smoked weed for 2 years.
Yeah, shit.
I ain't taking Percocets for 2 years, clean.
Good shit, bro.
I drunk periodically, but like very like socially. Like I get around my dogs. So I end up I went to court, tried to get custody of my son, denied me. I was discouraged. But I seen his living condition, and like I'm like, nah, he can't live like that. Second time I went, didn't give it to me. Third time I went, they was like, yo, this nigga keep coming. I wasn't giving up on my boy. Almost though. Almost, I ain't gonna lie, because I was like just getting feeling defeated. Like, damn, I can't get this nigga back.
And not that you giving up on your boy, but it was giving up on the system.
What the fuck can I do?
Like, yo, yeah, I got you.
So the last time, they was like, yo, we're gonna give y'all a drug test. And then we go determine who get the baby after that. You know what I mean? So I took my drug test. I was cool. I took the drug test, gave it back. My shit came back clean. She took her drug test. Drug test had all type of shit in her system, bro. Damn. I ain't even gonna put it out there. She knows she had in her system. They gave them to me, bro. Not right away, because they was like, yo, listen, we're gonna get the DCF worker to go up there and sneak and get him. The DCF worker went up there, was like, yo, where Rakeem at? I want to get him out. Because she wasn't going to like straight give him to me, so the DCF had to finesse her. He's like, yo, where's he at? We want to give him some, da-da-da. She walked into my car. He see me on the car, ran to me, gave me a hug. He's like, I miss you. I said, yo, I said, miss me? I said, matter of fact, you coming with me. Fuck is you talking about? Get in the car.
Damn, that's
crying. You know, it was one of the moments, bro. So I was super grateful, bro.
Yeah, you should.
And every time I spend with that boy, like, he changed me, because I don't want him to be nothing like me. I want him to. That's why I'm hard on him. I like go play the games, bro. Grow up slow. You don't gotta be you don't gotta, and don't stop being materialistic. Don't let that shit. You don't gotta be the coolest nigga. Them niggas be broke. The niggas that got all that shit on don't really have nothing. That's what all they worth is what they got on.
Yeah, it's a flex culture now, especially with social media and everything. People would much rather look like they got money than actually get money. People would rather look like they got shorties than have shorties.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like,
It's really
that's
flex
weird
culture.
though.
It's weird.
Cause like we growing up without the YouTube, we ain't.
Yes,
we was on real nigga time.
And that's to bring it back too with the whole like the criminal lifestyle. Even it's like, man, it's a different era. This camera is everywhere. It's just not it no more.
Yeah.
Not for me. And maybe because we come from that era pre that, we know how it was.
Right.
Compared to now, like, nope, it's not for me no more.
Yeah, you ain't really getting away with nothing.
Bro. So tell me a little bit more about like other than fighting that case, like what you got going on now, man. What are some of your goals and stuff, bro? Let's say, everything works out in your favor.
Keep it gangster with you, bro. Right now, bro, I just work and just try to like be righteous for the most part, bro. Like, I'm tired of seeing motherfuckers get killed, bro. I'm tired of seeing niggas be victim of the system. That's just played out to me. Like, I understand, like, when you 19, 20, you're a part of the problem. But when you get 35, 36, you start getting up there, man, you gotta be a part of the solution, bro. Got to, cause it's like,
or get out the way.
Get out the way, bro. But tell them niggas the truth. Stop lying to them. Tell them niggas like, they'll be like, my man died, he in a better place. Nigga 6 feet deep in a better place, bro. Your man dead. My nigga like.
What about his mom?
You know what I mean? His mom's
suffering.
suffering.
He left behind or whatever, his son.
That's not fun.
Are they in a better place?
I mean, going to jail is not fun.
Talk.
I say this. I wish I would have stayed in school. I wish I would have got my gun license the right way and be able to carry a firearm the right way. Because I believe a man should have a firearm to protect his family. I don't give a fuck about the government. I feel like, and I believe in that, law or not. But I said, what was it? But I said the first one, I fucked up.
That you wish you stayed in school.
I wish I stayed in school. I wish I would have did the gun license the right way. I wish I would have went to college.
Start working probably.
I wish I would have started working and
that work ethic.
Got my credit up, got a credit, went to did something that was like, instead of like, I wasted so much time. I wasted so much time doing nothing, bro. And sometimes I be like, damn, I'm too old for where I'm at. I should be further in life,
Nah, it's never too late to do great, man. I just did a post the other day saying, like, some people go through life like this, like, oh, I'm too young for this, I'm too young for that. And to a point where, like, I'm too old for this, I'm too old for that. And then there was no in between.
Yeah.
Whereas now is the only time. And I say you're never too late to do great, and it's never too soon to touch the moon. You know what I mean?
That part, I like that.
Yeah,
like
bro.
that.
I don't know. It had a little jingle to it, little ring to it. So yeah. I like using little things like that, and like you said, that self-reflection, that self-talk. It's like when you have these thoughts, like of doing maybe something violent or maybe want to start slinging again, you falling behind on bills. That self-talk, super important. Now, you mentioned something earlier. Did you say you were an artist?
Absolutely.
What kind of art are you into? What do you
music.
do?
I love music, man.
Okay. Talk to me about that. When did that start?
I feel like I've been rapping forever, man. But my father, and my mother was super. They was they love music. So, and then I did poetry when I was in junior high. That's what got me into it. But I love music. I feel like I don't even know how to, like, if I could live without this shit. I love that shit. Man.
I always say, especially like because I take it back to my doing my bid, like music and working out got me through the worst part of my life. So if I could have that, I could probably get through. I can get through.
That's a snapper top fact,
you know what I mean?
Because you got a song for. Music is sensational. You got a song for every mood. Any mood you come up with, there's a song that can symbolize that shit.
Right, absolutely.
Whether you sad, up, down, whatever it is. But
so do you have music out that people can find?
I need them to go check out that. I just dropped a mixtape. It's on all platforms. It's called Lucky, and I don't even believe in luck. But the reason why I say I'm lucky, because I feel like Nipsey said, those are victory laps. When you turn 18, because a lot of motherfuckers I know when I was young didn't make it to 18. When you turn 21, I know a lot of niggas ain't make it to 21, 25, 30. These are all victory laps. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say I'm lucky. Okay. I'm lucky enough to be able to tell y'all, like, you made it that long? Mm-hmm. You breathing? That's a victory lap. Absolutely. Niggas is getting killed. So, and you free? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my part. That's why I made the name the Lucky.
And that's the name of the album?
Yeah.
What do you go by? What's your artist name?
Pac Money.
Okay.
Yeah, Pac Money and shit. So fuck with me, bro. Like, I got a song on there called Stay Alive, and it's a tribute for the young boys, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna put links in the description for all of that too. Mm-hmm. So if you wanna even spell out, like, do the what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Pac Money the Great, PACMONEY. THEGREAT, Pac Money the Great, the truest. My TikTok be popping too. TikTok, I know motherfuckers don't fuck with TikTok, but my shit is vibrant. Mm-hmm. Fucking my TikTok is the truest one. DATRUEST1, the truest one. The mixtape is on everywhere, man. PACMONEY, Pac Money, Lucky. Fuck with that. Endangered Species, Stay Alive, Watery Eye Smile. And the only reason why I ain't dropped this mixtape like to get I dropped it like because I feel like motherfuckers need to hear that type of shit. They want to hear ignorant shit. They want to hear Future talk about I broke down a brick. No, you lying. No, he didn't. You ain't breaking down a brick. You rich, bro.
Right.
You ain't breaking down no bricks, bro. So I'm giving it to you from the large picture, like right here, that I give niggas the two sides of the token. Two sides of the token. So fuck with me, man.
That's dope.
Fuck with me, man. This is real music from the heart. I mean, I speak that shit from the heart, my nigga. And
that's dope. Now I know you got the bracelet on and all that too. What's up with like you doing anything live? Any live shows? Any events coming up? Anything like that?
I don't even put myself in those situations, bro.
I feel that, bro. The older I get, I'm less of a like. This is how I kind of am supporting and giving back to. You know what I mean? I'm not really one myself for the going out and like you said, putting yourself in those. It's like it's a high risk situation, and it's not because of you. It's because of other people, and that's the last thing you can control is how other people act for sure.
Yeah, I don't do like. I want to perform so bad because I haven't in a long time, but. That's the reason why I got the bracelet. I was somewhere wrong place, wrong time.
Right.
So I should have never been there and shit. But, and like, I've been to shows that, man, listen, they got crazy at. So I'm not risking it. Yeah. I'll stay away from that shit.
Yeah, no, I've been in shows, stuff. I think I was at Middle East that where,
we used to talk about that.
I think Jim Jones jumped off the stage. It was something like that. But they were trying to say, too, that people kind of do that. They'll get booked. And then they'll pull like some stunt too. Yeah. I don't know what it really was, but yeah, that was
We was at the Middle Eastern, bro, and
that happens.
Me and my sister had to beat this shit out this dude.
Yeah, so like you said, and we old enough to the point where it's like
I was at Middle East, bro. I slid by his girl and said, "Excuse me." I slid by. I'm like, "Yo, excuse me, my fault, mom." He's like, "Yo, don't be going by my girl like that." I'm like, "Oh, my fault, bro. I ain't mean that." He's like, "Yeah, all right." He's like, "What do you say?" I thought so, or some shit like that. I'm like, "What, bro?" I said, he just kept going, and I'm like, that's the shit.
That is, yeah.
And then the end went elsewhere, but it's like, why can't niggas take a sorry nowadays, or like
something like I mean, especially where you were respectful about it.
Because I always leave with respect, bro.
But that's the thing. Sometimes it's when you come out like that, some people, a real one will take that respect and acknowledge that respect. You gotta give a little to get a little, but like someone that's fake, they gonna try to think that's weakness because at the end of the day, someone like that, internally they're weak, so they're projecting that onto you.
That was heavy. Talk your talk, bro.
Like,
just like how you said.
That's what it is, yeah. Because a lot of times, how people look at life and how they're looking at situation, it's just a external projection of their internal state. Like you said, it starts inside. You know what I mean? You look at the world in the best way to improve it is you got to look at that mirror and not out that window.
Right.
And I'm real big on that.
I remember my father, they be like, what they said, if you caught, did you catch the bitch? What did you say? Did you caught the bitch or you bought the bitch? Right. And like that dynamic of, it's like, if you bought that bitch, as soon as everything and all that money goes, she going with it, nigga, right?
Gotcha.
But if you caught her with your game and with your heart, with yourself, she gonna stay, bro. Yeah. The money don't mean, that's extra.
Yeah.
So you learn, just like friends. Some friends, you gotta learn your friends. Some niggas leave with money. Right. I done have friends been around me just cause I get money. Just cause I'm touching a little paper, they won't come around. And like, you gotta be around motherfuckers that really fuck with you, bro.
No, I've seen people who only had people who had their back because they had money to back it. But it's like, man, I got people that mess with me. I love, bro.
That part.
And you can't break. You know what I mean? You can't outbid somebody with love. The next man can always pay that guy more. You're gonna come and give more love to someone we've been building this friendship, this brotherhood for however long, 20 years.
That part, bro.
25 years, I think not, bro.
I'm with you 100%, bro. Like,
say it's one, you go to a DYS or something, man. You got these young kids. It's not too late for them. Obviously, they're involved in some things, man. What kind of advice would you give to some DYS kids about to, come home to their family?
That's a good one, man, because these kids nowadays, bro, you can't really tell them shit. But learn yourself. Learn yourself, man. Learn yourself and know yourself. So therefore you can know your enemies, man, and understand that the motherfuckers that look just like you ain't your enemies. I got a brand called Educated Slave. And the educated slave, ignorant slave is a happy slave. An educated slave is a threat. I feel like knowledge is power. Knowledge is never ending. Educate yourself. Learn They say you want to hide something from a black man, put it in the book. That shit ain't a joke. That's the true shit. Motherfuckers don't read. Read, learn, educate yourself. Challenge shit. If a motherfucker tell you some shit about religion that don't sit right with you, challenge it. If a nigga tell you some shit about some gang banging shit that don't sit right, you challenge it. Don't be a yes man. Challenge everything a nigga tell you. And never worship a leader because you never know when you're gonna get deceived.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, be a critical thinker. I would say, you know, be open-minded too.
Absolutely.
Just because this is all you know, like there's so much more out there to be discovered, and you never know what your talent might be until you try something new. So be willing to try something new.
Facts.
Don't get caught up on thinking like, oh, whatever it may be, like tennis ain't cool or whatever. Look at Serena and like millionaires off of it. So you never know what your talent is. So don't be afraid to try anything new, man. Yo, before I let you go, man, this is your platform to say anything you want, anything I might have missed that you wanted to touch on that you wasn't able to touch on.
Free Cuzzo, free Chuck, free my niggas. I just want to say, get the mixtape, man, because, like, I speak through my music. So when you get a chance, you know, listen to the mixtape, listen to the songs. Fuck with me. All I can say is fuck with me, follow me. I'm a walking gym, man. I'm humble. You can hit me up in my inbox, we can talk. Fuck with me, man. And salute to you. Salute to bro for putting me on the podcast. Salute to my bro for bringing me here. Dude, I fuck with his energy. It's love. And yeah, follow me, man. Fuck with me, man. I need y'all to follow me because I need y'all to get off that ignorant shit.
Yes.
I need y'all to get off that ignorant shit, and I need y'all to understand that ignorance is bliss. So it's like, how can I say it? Like what you don't know will hurt you. What you don't know won't hurt you. But what you do know will. Now let that sink in. Let that sink in.
Bro.
And that's it.
No, I appreciate you coming through. I'm definitely gonna check out the music because I'm definitely looking for some that's more.
I was just trying to sound deep and sound dumb. Don't worry about me. I'm just kicking it.
Nah, we good. Bro.
I'm kicking it.
Nah,
Thanks.
but for real though, thanks again for pulling up. You know, I appreciate you coming through. I'm your host, man, B. Luke, the Bounceback podcast. It is what it is. What's next is what you make it. On that note, we out. Peace.
Fire.
Bounce back, ain't got a moment. When they see you down, there's no